What's up, guys? Today we're going to be ranking the best methods to make money on the DONUT SMP. The first item on our list is amethyst farming, and to be honest, this sucks. It's very hard to find amethyst geodes, and a stack of amethyst barely sells for 30k on the auction house. Next we got soup, and I don't know why people do this either. This one sucks. The final item in our last category is killing new players. And some people will do anything to kill some new players, like say some crazy things in chat just to get new players to TP to them so they can kill them. But overall, this method is horrible. Most new players don't have anything, and their armor always sucks. Now, the first thing in the D tier is duels. And I've personally never done them because my computer is actually a potato and it might explode if I play duels. So that's why it's in D for me, but many people I've seen have made a lot of money from duels. The next method is mining gold in a Badlands biome. And while this can get you a very high net worth in theory, because a stack of gold sells for almost 80k, no one is really buying gold, so that value decreases because the volume is very low. Finally, we have the farms, which all can make a ton of money, but also are extremely overused by everyone on the server, so their value for their crops has depleted greatly. Next is the chest method, which just consists of using the amethyst axe to mine wood and then filling chest orders on the /orders place. Next is the mining method, which is just mining, and this method is pretty solid, and especially if you get a ton of diamonds, you could be making like 500,000 an hour. The next two methods are the ice method and the rails method, which I both have other videos about for how to use them and how to make a ton of money from them. And I think that they are a great method for beginners, but they are not that easy to scale. And even though both of them can make over 500k an hour, they are going to be in C tier. Next is the sugarcane farm, which is my personal favorite and the one I use because of its versatility and the ability to use in crafting recipes and just sold straight up. And it's probably the best farm in the game right now. The last method in the B tier is killing mobs, and this can be very profitable, especially if you're farming leather, which a stack of leather could sell for up to 500,000, I believe. The first three methods in the B tier, bookcase crafting, enchanting, and enchantment table crafting, I have all covered on my channel, and any one of them can make 1 to 2 million an hour, and that's why they're in B tier. So check out my videos if you want to see how to do these methods. The next method in our B tier is the ancient debris method, which basically just involves mining ancient debris in the nether. And while it is a very, very valuable resource on the DONUT SMP, it's extremely hard to find and takes a lot of time, and that's why it's only in the B tier. But if you could find like a whole stack, you would be extremely rich. So it has high risk but high reward as a method. The final method in the B tier is trident farming. And much like ancient debris, this is going to take a long time because drowns have a very low chance of even spawning with a trident. And even when you get them, you have to increase their durability by combining other tridents. But if you do this successfully, you can make 8 million per each trident. So this method could make you 4 to 5 million an hour if you're lucky. Okay guys, now that we're to the A tier, these are going to be some of the best methods in the game to make money on the DONUT SMP. So I'm going to go a little bit more into depth. The first method in the A tier is bone/skeleton spawner. And the skeleton spawner is the best because of its versatility and value. Because bone meal is needed in many farms, and people just need bones in general, it can be a very profitable way to make money. And you can grab 3 free skeleton spawners right now on metal.tv/donut. And just by doing a short quest, you can grab 3 free skeleton spawners, which are very useful. Alright, so our next method is coral mining. And for this method, you're going to need to find a warm ocean like I found on screen. And just mine all the coral with Silk Touch. And a bonus with, not only do you get coral, which can sell very well, you also get pickles, which can be used to make a pickle farm. Our final method in the A tier is god apples and farming them, which I have another video up on my channel on how to do that. So if you want to make almost 10 to 20 million an hour, go check that short out on my channel. Alright guys, so our first method in the S tier is bone blocks, and kind of like the skeleton spawner method from before, you're going to want to collect a lot of bones and craft them into bone blocks and go to the /orders tab. And some people have stacks of bone blocks for 1 to 2 million, and that is crazy value for when you can get your 3 free bone blocks. So this is definitely one of the best money making methods in the game, and you could make maybe 50 million if you AFK'd with your skeleton spawners. Alright, so the next method in our S tier is crafting redstone repeaters, and this method is cracked. You can basically buy all the ingredients for 50k and sell a stack for 500k. And this method is literally no effort, and all you have to do is just have an initial investment, and you can craft these repeaters into a lot of money. And you could be making 20 million an hour doing this method. Even though it is pretty boring, it is clearly one of the best methods in the game, and I would say the second best money making method in the game. Alright guys, we're to our final S tier method and the best money making method on the DONUT SMP by far, and that is ocean temples. These methods are so cracked. You basically make 2 to 3 million per ocean temple at least, and just boning the ocean makes them so easy to find, especially because of the DONUT SMP's chunk generation. They are everywhere, and sponges and sea lanterns are some of the most profitable investments ever. So if you guys made this